This is LadeyNews, Africa's voice, Africa's future. I am Angwa Israel, and here are top breaking stories from Africa, Nigeria, and across the globe. Nigeria's government launches digital currency initiative. We begin in Nigeria, where the government has officially launched a national digital currency, the e-Naira, in an effort to improve financial inclusion and enhance economic transparency. The Central Bank of Nigeria believes this initiative will help reduce fraud and streamline financial transactions, especially for the unbanked population, as reported by The Guardian. The Nigerian health system under strain amidst surge of malaria crisis. In health news, Nigeria is grappling with severe rise in malaria cases this rainy season, straining on already overburdened healthcare systems. According to BBC News, hospitals across the country are reporting a sharp increase in patients, particularly in the northern states, as the government struggles to address inadequate healthcare infrastructure and funding. And now, South Africa. South Africa power crisis continues as load shedding reaches new highs. In South Africa, the ongoing power crisis has worsened as Eskom announces an extension in its rolling blackout, with electricity shortages reaching critical levels. Businesses and households are now facing even longer periods of power cuts. Al Jazeera reports that the government is under pressure to find solutions to end this crisis, which is severely impacting the economy. South Africa's president faces growing protests over corruption allegations. Political unrest is escalating in South Africa as protests intensify against President Cyril Ramaphosa, who is facing corruption allegations tied to the state-owned enterprises. The protest, which began in Johannesburg, has now spread across the country, with demonstrators demanding his resignation. BBC News highlights that these protests are the largest in the country since the end of apartheid. Now let's take some global headlines. United Nations urges immediate actions on climate change as global temperature soars. The United States is calling for urgent global actions on climate change after news report reveals that global temperatures have reached record highs in this year. UN Secretary General Antonio warns that without immediate action, the world risks irreversible damage to ecosystem and communities, according to New York Times. Global cybersecurity threat surge as hackers target critical infrastructure. In international cybersecurity news, global cyber threats have reached alarming levels, with hackers targeting critical infrastructural systems in both developed and developing countries. According to Reuters, recent cyber attacks have crippled the national grid system and disrupt supply chains, with government scrambling to enhance their cybersecurity frameworks. New COVID-19 variants emerge in Europe and USA, prompting travel restrictions. A new wave of COVID-19 variants has been identified in Europe and Asia, prompting several governments to reintroduce travel restrictions. Health authorities are warning that these variants may be more transmissible, with the potential to cause further outbreaks. The Guardian reports that the World Health Organization is closely monitoring the situation and urging countries to ramp up vaccination efforts. That's all for today's major breaking stories. This is LadeyNews. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and comment, and also join the conversation online. LadeyNews, Africa's voice, Africa's future. Before we let you go for today, let's take the question for the day. How do you think the rise in cyber attacks will impact global economies in coming years? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop them in the comments below.